Welcome to another edition of Bum 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 Teddy Bear on Evil Teddy Bear on actually. As some people would say. Today I am on podcasting. Now today podcasting is definitely one of the easiest things to do. It's definitely one of the I think it's one of the funniest things I've ever done in my life. Besides sex, but I mean, we all can agree sex is awesome. And cursing and drinking. Okay, it's one of the funnest things I've ever done. Funnest I know is not a word, but whatever. Um, anyway, podcasting is something that's been around for a while now. It's definitely something we all kind of like are used to. It's kind of like talk radio, except with cursing. A lot of cursing. Everybody can curse on that. And then it's the easiest thing to do. All you need is a microphone and a computer, basically, or whatever, a recording device and a computer. As long as you find some kind of way to upload your stuff, then you got a podcast. Now, of course, it does help if you have some kind of production quality. Me personally, I use Adobe Audition and Audacity at the same time to kind of like record and balance out some of the levels and stuff. Also to cut if I have to cut something, which I rarely do with any of my shows. I like my shows to be a little bit uncut, raw, like Eddie Murphy raw, talking about ice cream. Um, so I guess what I'm trying to say is podcasting is definitely one of the greatest things I've ever done. Now, if you're just tuning in to this and you're going like, what is podcast does this fucker do? Well, I do the Evil Teddy Bear Podcast. Teddy Bear, not Teddy Bear. Sounds like I'm saying titty, but Teddy Bear. I just talk real fast. I maybe should talk a little bit slower. And it's a movie review podcast that I do with one of my friends, Thomas, and we basically review old, new. One day we will review future movies. Like, we'll go to the future, come back, and be like, "Hey, guess what? Spoilers." Um, and so we'll do that someday once I get the whole TARDIS and DeLorean thing kind of out the way. For me, podcasting has been one of the greatest things, definitely. It's opened me to a whole new social circle and a whole different kind of people, Now, take for granted, I'm not taking anything for granted when I say a lot of those people are from the UK, and I've never really met anybody from the UK before. So I mean, that's open doors for me. For like, I'm literally sitting here in a small box room right now, and I'm talking to somebody on the other side of the fucking world. Do you realize that? That's awesome. And on top of that, it also opened me more to nerd culture. Like, I'm a nerd, of course, and I'm proud to be a nerd. But, I mean, there's just so many other things out there, so many other people out there who are way nerdier than me, and I love it. If it wasn't for podcasting, first of all, I wouldn't be listening to Kevin Smith stuff. I wouldn't be listening to Chris Hardwick stuff. I wouldn't be listening to I'm not listening to the Oddcast podcast. A little plug there. I wouldn't be on a podcasting network right now. I wouldn't have met so many cool people. Not even through Twitter. Like, through Twitter, I met some pretty cool cats, Now, I met some assholes too, of course. But out of respect, I try to, I appreciate what the assholes are doing, kind of, because it's something to work towards, like to beat. Some people to beat, basically. To be ahead of the game of. because you got to have that challenge. You got to be able to have a good challenge, and I try to, at least on Twitter, I always respond to people because I love talking, period. Now, there's a few people online, I'm not going to say names, who don't talk back, which suck, but I mean, it sucks, it really sucks, but I can understand they can't really talk to everybody, or it's kind of weird. I guess what's the point of having Twitter if you don't want to talk to people? You can. It's good to advertise your stuff, but you can't just really do that. I mean, it's kind of sucks. Whatever. I'm getting off subject. Anyway, so the whole podcast thing has been great for me. It's been definitely an experience, and I'm hoping that I can do more podcasts. If anything, I would love to do some more crossover podcasts. Those were awesome, definitely, and more interviews. Definitely want to get more interviews out the way. So anyway, that's been me on podcasting a little bit. I love it. It's basically my podcasting experience. What are some of your podcasting experiences? I would like to know. Just leave some comments down there. Let me know. And, well, we chat. If you have Twitter or whatever, I will follow you back as best as I can until my thing gets to its limits. And then I will, even if you talk at me, I will talk back at you. Okay? Because I'm not that bad of a guy, you know. Anyway, this has been the Evil Teddy Bear on ... I'm gonna keep saying ... from now on too, by the way. Yeah.